Can culture be measured? Working and studying with people from different cultures requires an understanding of the participants' social values, of status, of respect, of love and service, their attitudes to in-group and out-group, perception of and means of control, of shame and guilt, of individual growth, of competition, of self-reliance and self-awareness. There exists plenty of subjective views and definitions based on qualitative interpretation of culture and its main components. However, the best approaches are based on empirical research and objective scientific methods, which can be used and applied effectively to measure cultural elements. The measurable elements of culture can be defined as values that are personally important factors such as religion, work, leisure, fame. Empirical research has revealed significant differences between cultural values held by people in different parts of the world. Norms are other important cultural components. What should people do or not do? Attitudes to rules and regulations can control and restrain people's behavior and their desires for gratification of personal needs. However, science suggests that norms and values, which are more commonly prescribed to others rather than to ourselves. Another component of culture are beliefs. What is considered true or false in a particular society can affect social organization and the social roles of the individuals. Women should look after children and men should make the earning and the family living. Attitudes and judgments. What do people like or dislike? What is good or bad? What we think of someone or something. Another element of culture is self-perception. How do we see ourselves? How happy people are with their own social relationships, with their own well-being, with their own health, with their political views, and many more. Behaviors can be measured to compare different national statistics, such as consumption of alcohol and tobacco, which can provide as well important cross-cultural information. Stereotypes are generalized descriptions of societies and people in them, which help to categorize things, events, and people and make sense of the world around us. Asians are good at mathematics, Africans are good athletes, all Germans are good engineers. Negative stereotypes, however, can hinder open communication and lead to a wrong perception of us and them, or in-group and out-group belonging. What are the main characteristics of culture? First of all, culture is shared. It is studied in relation to groups or people, nations, tribes, ethnic groups. An individual does have a personality and not an individual culture. Individuals within a specific group usually share similar values, norms, and beliefs. It should be noted here that not all the group members necessarily hold the same cultural traits. Culture is stable. Some cultural traits can be durable and stable throughout centuries, such as religious beliefs, saving money and resources, for example, while others can change faster as a result from a particular economic situation. For example, languages or partial convergence of food and clothing around the globe. Another characteristic of culture is that culture is symbolic. Cultural traits assume various forms, from material objects, houses, pieces of art, patterns of behavior, family relationships, economic activities, and legal sanctions, to language and beliefs, which represent specific symbols and as such express a specific meaning. Culture is a system of patterns. Cultural elements as symbols have specific meanings in relationship to other symbols within the particular context. Interpretation of symbols require an investigation of the interrelatedness and interconnectedness between the cultural elements. Cultural traits and patterns of language, technology, institutions, beliefs, and values are also transmitted across generations through continuous learning, which is called enculturation. In order to adapt to the environment through cultural strategies rather than generic predispositions. Some scholars argue that there may exist an important relation between biology and culture, though.